Okay, welcome to the Urban Forge. This is my review of the Majestic Forge, 3-burner, 2-burner deluxe forge. I just got this forge, and if you're over here from Rex Krueger's channel, hello. Thanks for stopping over and looking at my little video here. So I just got this forge. It's only a couple days old, and when I filmed that segment with Rex, it was the third time I've ever actually used the forge. So this is brand spanking new. Still kind of working out some of the kinks. But let's look over the forge and see some of its components. So again, this is by Majestic Forge. They're local here to Ohio. So it's made here in the United States, which I really like. It's 2-burner. They sell this forge as a 3-burner configuration on their website. But personally, I felt that the 3-burner for what I'm doing is a bit much. So I asked them if they could shorten it up and make it a 2-burner, which they gladly did for me. So just looking at the forge real quick. So when it came in the box, it was well packaged. I did have to do some construction on it, put it together and so forth. So basically what I had to do, this whole element here, let me get in that shot. This whole thing here was pretty much put together, but I did have to put the burners in place, put both of those in place, and then set these on top of the burners. Okay, and it's all held in by this nut here and the screw. And then the burners themselves, they have a screw here to hold the whole unit in place. It doesn't. The burners don't fit all the way down inside the forge. They sit kind of on top above the insulation. Then I got it nice and tall up on a nice tall stand, and underneath it with fire bricks. So this is the second Majestic Forge that I have owned. I got the Artisan's version from them. I've had it for about 5 years now. Really happy with it. But because of what I'm doing with my classes, I'm having to carry that forge back and forth between here and there, and I needed a forge that I could leave where I teach and here at my home shop. So that's why I got this one. Now, one of the things I really like about this forge is that it has a pass-through. Goes all the way through. Right? It's got the small opening. It's great for long stock. It's great for short stock. So I can pass it through, and I can heat up pretty much whatever I darn well want. The problem is, though, if I've got anything big, can't quite fit it through that opening. See over here, this is one of my wreaths. So I make a couple different kinds of wreaths. So this is one of my wreaths. And while I can heat up the whole stock, can't quite get it in there, right? Got to kind of fidget with it. Can't get the whole thing hot like I'm going to need to, which is why I like this feature over here. So there's 2 pins, one that goes here, one over here. Pull out the pins. Oh, come on. Drop this down. Look at that. I got full access to both burners. So now my scroll and my wreath fits completely in there. I can close up the ends with some fire brick, get it nice and sealed up, so I'm conserving heat. It's great. The other thing I like about the Majestic Forges, regardless of whether you go with a 2-burner or a 3-burner, these shut-off valves, right? So if I only need 1 burner, I'm working on small stuff, I just need 1 burner, I can turn off the other burner and conserve fuel that way. Something I really like. The other thing I like about the Majestic Forges is, yes, there are a lot of plans and designs online on how to build gas forges and all that. This I paid $400 for, and it showed up to my house, and within 20 minutes I was able to forge. It comes with a great set of instructions. The other thing I like about it is that if something happens to this forge or I'm unhappy with it, I've got a company that I can reach out to. If something breaks, I got a company that I can reach out to, and talk to them, and they're able to get me replacements. It's really nice. One time with my other forge, I was traveling back and forth, and this glass broke on my regulator. So this is the part that goes into the propane tank, right? So that broke. Gave them a call, said no problem, send it up to me for 20 bucks. I did try to go to Airgas first, and that got pretty expensive pretty quick. Again, nice company that was able to help me out there and get me that part within a couple days, because they're in Ohio. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, so it works out really, really well. The other thing is, say down the line, I need to replace the insulation, or maybe I got this and a couple years later I'm not happy with it, or I want to replace the burners, right? These burners pop out. I can buy other burners from an online source, or from a buddy, or from wherever if I decide to build my own, and I can pop them in there without too much problems, right? So there's lots of things and features about this that I like. Now, after using it like 4 times, I think it's 4, I've made a couple nails, some small stuff. I am getting a few leaks, and again, in that Rex Krueger video, you might have noticed that. And so I was having some issues, so I got a little bit of a leak up here going on. So I shut off the forge and switched burners, and that seemed to alleviate that. But I think what it is that, you know, you get something new, you heat it up. We're talking about high temperatures, 2,000 degrees. I think some things loosened up. So I just got to go back in there, tighten these things up, and get it back in working order. So we're not going to fire it up today because it's not entirely safe, because I do have a couple of those leaks. So in a couple weeks, you can come out and check out my channel, and we'll do a review of it fired up. Okay? So thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. This is a great forge. It's a good company to work with. Really enjoyed my other forge as well. It's lasted me a number of years. Still using it. It's been great. So if you got any questions, put them down in the comments. And if you're coming over from Rex's channel, I really appreciate you guys coming over and seeing what I'm doing. There might be more videos. There might not. I'm going to start looking into it though. So I'm going to try to do a few more. All right. Have a great one. Bye.